Oh, yo, 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 yo. What's up, YouTube? I'm back with another banger with y'all, man. If you're new to the channel, get that like button, subscribe, and go comment. So, we're going to talk about the Baltimore Ravens. So, I'm going to give y'all. So, this is going to be a bye week. So, we're not playing this week 14. So, I'm going to break down this Ravens 2024 so far. So, we're going to talk about the offense and end it with the defense. Now the offense. Now I want to start off the first three games of the season, or I'm gonna just kind of break down throughout the things that are important pieces that they need to be addressed because this ain't no Super Bowl team I'm looking at. This is not the team that I seen last year that was dominating teams defensively, offensively. Like this offense is very unpredictable because you don't know what you're gonna get from these wide receivers. You don't know what you're gonna get from these tight ends. Now the running game is cool. We got Derrick Henry, you got Justice Hill. We still ain't seen no Keaton Mitchell yet. We can't find no way to put him in the game sometime. I'm like, what is the Ravens doing? Like the time possession is killing me. That has to change. Like, there's no way we in these good situations, we blow it away because either we don't score, we don't get the field goal right. Like, come on, Ravens offense. It's gotta be better. And everything starts with Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson, I understand you balling out statistically, you having a great individual season, but it all falls on the team. We don't need that no more, Lamar. You're about to be 28 years old. It's time to win. It's no time to be playing. Pat Mahomes got 4 Super Bowl rings. He about to have 4, and we haven't got nothing yet. We haven't got nothing. All this hype, all this potential. We gotta make it happen. I don't know now this year. What I'm saying so far from this offense, I just don't see that same injury that I seen last year. Even the offensive line was better last year. Now the offensive line is very inconsistent too. See, with the problem with the offensive line, they really, really make me scratch my head. It's like they would have these good games to hold down Lamar, Derrick Henry, and the running backs, but it's like they fizzle out against these great defenses. It's like, come on, they gotta do better with these defensive linemen getting, especially with Chris Jones and Cameron Hayward, like players like that. For example, you do not want to give them any type of leverage to take down Lamar. And the offensive line's got to just tighten up a little bit. But the offensive line haven't been bad. It's a few games they have cost it, especially with the games in Las Vegas and Kansas City and Pittsburgh. Now, we ain't going to talk about those teams. Those teams are very controversial in their own way. Now, in the running backs, shout out to Derrick Henry. Shout out to everybody. Derrick Henry has been a great season. He's bounced back. We picked him up last season, but I think he just has to just play it out this year and see what happens head into the offseason. I think he's going to stay with us, but Derrick Henry, just ball out this season because we know what you can do. And also for Justice Hill, man, I'm not saying no nothing for Justice Hill. Now, we can't win a Super Bowl. We can't not get to a Super Bowl. You don't get that number 2 running back. And that number 2 running back position is up for grabs. Like, you got to go ahead and put Justice Hill back in the 3 because he not good for number 2. Like, he just keep disappointing. There's too many drop passes, not getting yards on the ground. It's not enough. It's not enough. And the wide receivers and tight end, I'm going to put y'all together because y'all like the receiving crew or whatever for the team, for the offense. Now, the wide receivers, now we don't know what we don't. Now, what is we doing with these wide receivers? You got Deontay Johnson. He can't keep his head right. He gave me toxic vibes. You got Nelson Aguilar, Tylen Wallace, and it's too much drama in the wide receiver, camp. Y'all not that good enough to be going back and forth. We should be contributing these yards and win these games. Is no excuse why we in these crazy situations that we in with the wide receivers. And Rashad Bateman, he went out with an injury last week. So what we gonna do with that? That's one of our top guys. He has been stepping up this whole year. And now he gets hurt with an injury. See, I don't really trust Rashad Bateman as a whole because I'm not saying he's injury prone, but he definitely gets injured very often. And that's the guy you cannot rely on to stay healthy the full season or help you carry all along. And also with the tight ends as well. Mark Andrews and Isaiah, we need to see a better production between those two tight ends because it's like y'all would have a good game for each. We need to see a game where both of y'all just dominating, like just tearing the roof off these defenses, slowing these teams down. So I think the tight ends gotta get more involved on the receiving side, like more like play action passes. We need to see more of that and get more of these two guys involved. I'm telling you, Mark Andrews and Isaiah Likely will be a duo to be forced to be reckoned with. And the defense. Now, shout out to the defense. Now, this ain't the same defense that I seen last year. But I'm not going to lie. I do see flashes. But the problem is our front seven, because I want to put a lot. I'm going to start with the front seven in the secondary. Now, the front seven has been very consistent as well. Like, y'all let Saquon Barkley get a good game last week. Y'all letting all the top name running backs do whatever they want. But as a overall, we are ranked number 2 when it comes to run defense, besides the Philadelphia Eagles. But this defense got a good job of just slowing teams down, getting to these quarterbacks, because it's too much inconsistency in that front seven, especially with Meta BK and Jones and Brandon Williams and Urban. Like, that's a good front four, and these in the front four we have. But it feel like something that we missing. I think it had to do with the edge rush with Odofe Owe and different pieces coming in. So it is what it is. But it was good to see Roquan Smith back. Very productive. But it felt like it wasn't enough for us to win the game last season. And also, I'm very I want to give a shout out to Trenton Simpson as well. Trenton Simpson will be progressing. I mean, I'm not gonna put too much on him this year. I mean, it's his first year starting. But he's been really good actually. I'm not gonna lie. And it takes time to really get into these systems and finally, put your foot in the door where you need to, when you're comfortable with as a teammate. But the front seven just gotta do a better job of just scaring these and slowing down these offenses. I'm just not saying much. I ain't seen much of that in the last few weeks, if you ask me. Like, it needs to be more like Zachary Orr. You gotta make better decisions out in the play field, man. I don't know what you be doing sometimes. And the secondary. I know I'm about to say the secondary. Get better at that man-to-man. Y'all always getting put up in the man-to-man coverage. Oh, my gosh. Y'all always getting burnt up in that man-to-man coverage every time. We're ranked number 28 when it comes to pass defense. That has to change. I'm sorry. I can't watch these games. No, we got 2 touchdowns in the first half. And then when we come back from like a halftime or anything like that, it all just disappears. Like, the energy we had in the first, it all goes. We get these teams. We gotta start giving these teams some hope out here. Like, don't bring these offensive too close into the game where they can kind of beat us. And that's been the problem. See, the last few games, Ravens defense has been stepping it up, but it feel like there's still things they have to work on. And like I said, I see flashes from last year's team. But of course, we signed different players and drafted new pieces. But this ain't the same team I seen last year. I mean, hey, it is what it is. That's what happens when you don't pay players, and that's what happens when you have a great season out of nowhere. But it's hard to keep a team together because a lot of people don't see the bigger picture, and that's the problem. And not everybody wants to win. Everybody wants money, but not everybody wants to win. But for the secondary, you got to just do better, man. Kyle Hamilton, you got to slow it down. It's the regular season still. It's not the playoffs. You don't got to go hard out there, man. I know you 100% play. Just like myself, I'm 100%. But you got to just slow it down a little bit. I know you the top dog, but you got to slow it down. We need you in the playoffs, man. And also with Marlon Humphrey. Marlon Humphrey has been having a great season. Like, shout out to Marlon Humphrey. And I'm glad Marcus Williams has finally hit the bench, because that guy was getting burned up left to right. But he's going to be gone the next season, so we ain't worried about Marcus Williams. And I got to end it with this guy right here. Because this man, he cost us too many games this season. And y'all know I'm talking about right here. Mr. Justin Tucker. Come on, man. Like, this guy, right, he missing too many field goals. It's time for the Ravens to start looking for a new kicker. I don't care what they thinking, what they saying, because he's been in the league for 14 years. You can't rely on this guy each and every game. We can't rely on Justin Tucker to win games anymore. This is really sad, and I hate to say it end like this, but it's part of the game. It's part of the sport. So players phase out, and we just move on to the next one. But like I say, he'll be a legend when it's all said and done. He done a lot for the city, done a lot for the NFL. He inspired a new breed of kickers to kick the ball. So shout out Justin Tucker as a whole for a great career. But this season is definitely starting the beginning of the end for Justin Tucker. But that's all I got to say, man. my Ravens bye week video breakdown. If I miss anything, hit that comment section. Feel free to do so. Like I said, we got to bounce back. We got to win out because we only got 4 more games after this week. So it's time to go all out and go get it, man. Let's go and get this win. Go get these wins. Let's get to a Super Bowl. This has to be the year. We got Derrick Henry. What else can we do? But I'm out with it, world. Peace.